It's a vacation away from technology. Although I'd say that's not much of a vacation at all.
Ah, come
More
on.
like torture. More hotels and resorts now offering what they call a digital detox. Guests can book rooms for cheap if they agree to surrender the phones and computers when they check in.
Uh-oh.
So, do you check in your electronics when you go on vacation? And do you think you could do a digital detox? And I'm torn here, because I'm cheap, but I'm also a geek. So do I go to my cheap side of saving money, or do I go to my geek side of being able to send emails and send text?
I don't know. Your geek side, I think, is going to win.
It's probably.
Oh, go for the cheap side. Really, to have a serious vacation where everything is just away, you got to get rid of the electronics,
Yeah.
the iPad, the phone, the computer. I mean, come on.
I don't agree. You can control it, you can manage it. When I go on vacation, I mean, my cell phone is very limited. I don't always bring a laptop or an iPad with me, but I like to be able to be connected and to send pictures
Do you
to
feel
friends.
naked without your phone?
No,
Yeah.
I could turn my phone off. I don't need a hotel to tell me to do it.
Yeah, you need your wife to tell you to do it. Because didn't you just go on
Yeah.
vacation and have that
You
conversation?
just put it on vibrate so she can't hear it, and you secretly check it under the table.
Well, listen, we went on vacation. She said no cell phone. You know, half an hour in, and she's like checking Facebook. And I said, what are you doing? Oh, well, I guess we can use our cell phones a little bit.
She's like, I just meant for you.
Because you go overboard.
The rules are different
That's
for me and her.
I
yeah.
see.
All right, well, let's see what you have to say. Christopher Gossett admits, I think I'd survive, but I would miss Now at 9.
See?
Oh, that's true.
There you go.
Well, Jonathan Roberts writes, when I go on vacation, I am unreachable, living in the moment without gadgets to distract me or remind me of man-made schedules and demands. I like that.
Cheryl Tilley says, I do take vacations from stuff. I need to take another one. I used to have a no car or cell phone Monday.
Wow. All right.
Kate Hernandez writes, I think I could do it for the first few days, but eventually I'd miss my family and end up calling them.
William Jennings says, millions of years of humankind, and they did fine without it.
That is true.
Tammy Cox says, I can see people carrying a dummy phone to turn into the hotel just to get the deal.
Oh, my goodness.
Good idea. She's brilliant.
Yeah.
Tammy.
Allie Thompson says, I could not live without a computer. Or I could live, rather, without a computer. My phone, however, not so much. It is my lifeline. What happens if, while on vacation, I find myself in an awkward situation and can't pretend to text to avoid it? No bueno.
Now, that's huge. That is a
That's
very
true.
good comment. I can't tell you how many times I'm texting or making phone calls I don't need to make to avoid awkward situations.
Well, is that why you're always on the phone when I come to talk
That's
to
why
you?
whenever Kirk's like, hey, Amber, I'm like, oh, excuse me, I have to take this.
And I think people,
Important
especially,
phone call.
you know, most people don't go on vacation alone. You have someone with you.
Right.
But if
Yeah.
you do, that phone, I guess, is kind of your companion. You know,
Well-
you're not really alone if you're talking to someone or texting or, you know.
That's true.
John Patterson seems to think that I would have a sneaky phone strapped to my ankle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Candace
he would.
Line is questioning your ability to do this. I like the idea, but wonder if Kurt could handle it.
No, not
No,
even
he
close. I mean, no, I couldn't, because I'm a total techno geek, and it's not that I have to be plugged in. I just enjoy technology. There's
No,
nothing
you
wrong
have
with it.
to. It's
Yeah.
like crack. You're addicted.
Yeah,
You are
it's like a
so
drug for me.
addicted.
Yeah,
It's like
I love social media as well. I love the phone, and I definitely do my share of checking, especially right before I go to bed, which
Yeah.
apparently is not good when you're trying to fall asleep.
Well, you know, it's very common
But-
now. There's actually numbers out that show people are active on social media right before they go to bed, and they're active on social media right when they wake up. And maybe that's a buzz for another day. When do you use social media the most? Because a lot of people, before they even get out of bed, are checking Facebook and checking Twitter. We'll buzz about it tomorrow.
I've done that before.
See?
Really?
I do, yeah.
bunch of addicts. Bunch of addicts.
And I think a lot of people find out the news, quickly through
Totally.
social media.
Yeah.
For example, I was on vacation, and as soon as that Casey Anthony verdict came down, it was all over my Facebook stream immediately before
Right.
I had a chance to go to, any media
anything
site.
else.
Well, Monica says, what happened to simple conversation? Why do you have to text when you stand next to the person you are texting
Now
to?
that's ridiculous. Unless you're in a meeting and you can't talk, then you're texting back and forth.
Can I tell you something I did last night, which is just awful? This is how tired I was. I was sitting in my little recliner. My daughter was on the couch across the room, and she wanted a picture that was on my phone. I was too tired to walk it over. I texted it over
Oh,
to her. I
Rebecca.
know. It's